guys, welcome to episode 2 of the Running with Dakota series. This is, again, the more I'm thinking about it and everything else, it's really going to be Run Disney based and as many Run Disney runs as I can do. And all the information that I get, or as it comes out, like new medals, things like that, we'll talk on. But in the spirit of New Year's, we are going to talk about New Year's resolutions in the form of Run Disney races and general racing through the year. So, goals, it's good to have them, but the best quote I was ever told was by my college chemistry teacher at the prep school and at the Air Force Academy prep school, and it was the road to hell was paved with good intentions. Stuck with me, kind of harsh, but stuck with me. And that's why people are really hesitant about resolutions, things like that. But these are already things that I'm building, have built in, you'll see. And it's just enhancing and making it more effective. So it's not like I'm just saying, like if I was a smoker, saying, I'm going cold turkey. Well, that's really, really drastic. What I'm doing is enhancing what I'm already planned on doing and making it so it's a more effective version when those actions come about. So the first goal I have for myself is to actually do a full training plan and not a, pardon my French, half-assed one like I have done my entire running career, the short 3 years. Anyways, I'm going to be doing the Jeff Galloway programs that are on the Run Disney page. If you've never done a Run Disney, about 20 to 19 weeks before your race, Jeff Galloway will post, or Disney will post on the behalf of Jeff Galloway, who if you don't know who he is, he's amazing. Sweetest guy ever. I'm going to put a picture in. I met him at the Wine and Dine. This is an Olympian. I got to meet a U.S. Olympian. He did, I believe it was the 10K or the steeplechase. I don't remember. It was one of the shorter runs. And he's been he's really famous for coming up with the 30-30. So you run 30 seconds, walk 30 seconds. And if you see those pacers, like when you're doing a Run Disney race, you'll see them if you sign up for the pace group and everything else. They're just going. Because those little walks, they're not like stopping and doing like moseying around a Sunday stroll. It's a power walk and then they're jogging and power walk and then they're jogging. It's incredible. I just didn't practice pacing for that, else I totally would have. So, with this training, I can actually pace and practice that. Number 2, I'm doing 2 Run Disney weekends this year. I'm doing the Disney Dumbo Double Dare, which is the 10K and half marathon. I'm also doing the 5K, so that'll be fun in September. And then I'm doing the Lumiere Challenge and Jungle Jingle 5K in November. So with that, and I'm also in between those, I'm doing another half marathon in DC, the Divas Wine Country, I believe it is, one with one of my friends. So far on my list, I've got 3 half marathons. That's so far. I say that because there's a very strong possibility I may want to sign up for more. Because once you're trained for that, you really don't need as much training as you think, especially if it's like what I do, where I do 5 minutes running, 1 minute walking, and I just making sure I just do my normal prep work, which I'll get into in another time. For me, because I have plantar fasciitis, I need at least a solid week beforehand, as long as I've been running, because again, I don't train for these things. I just kind of show up to them with whatever the normal, like a 5K a week type of thing, and just general elliptical runs. I just need a week of pure, like a gallon a day. Really bad, I do this 2 weeks before, of a gallon a day of water. And then about 4 days before the race, I increase walking a lot more. And this is big because I have a desk job. I can't really leave my desk a whole lot, so I don't have the ability to just constantly be on my feet walking and getting blood flowing and everything else. So I increase blood flow, make sure after work, stuff like that. I'm going on really long walks, purposely making sure, because it makes sure that my arches aren't getting too like stressed out right beforehand, because your body already is stressed. It's gonna want to tighten. And then I take ibuprofen, just whatever the schedule is, as like you max can do. So being military, anyone knows the military vitamin is 800 milligram ibuprofen. So you can take those one every 6 hours. So I will take one every 6 hours leading up to it, 3 to 4 days before. And then 2 days before, I will put on KT tape on do the plantar fasciitis taping, and wear that for 2 days before, and then retape it the morning of, so that my arches are completely loose. So it doesn't take me too long, or like for a prep. I know what my body needs. But my goal is by the wine and dine. I know, tangent, sorry guys. Super sorry, but I felt like that was actually useful information. By the wine and dine, my goal is to get a 2:45, and my best chip time is a 3:07. And again, that was my first one, and it wasn't, I forgot I had my half marathon until 2 weeks before, and I was just doing CrossFit. So with actually training, things like that, my princess was 3:30 on the dot, and that was, my sister and I ended up having like a little issue. She got really, like, she was in a lot of pain, mile 10, and so we didn't want to like stress it or anything else, so we just kind of slowed it down. And then I kept right at perfect pacing until like mile 12, or no, mile 11 and a half, 11 for the wine and dine. I was keeping a 15-minute within 15 seconds each mile. And then like mile 10, that big old loop, I was just like, I hate this. And then one of my good friends, Ashlyn, from my charity, ended up picking me up. She had the Avengers the next week, so she didn't care. She was just like, she'll slow down. She was in the corral behind me, so she caught up to me. And then she just finished it out with me and really helped me. But, I want to, and that was a 3:18, so I cut 12 minutes off, and that was just me alone for all of it, except for that last bit. So, biggest things I want to train and see if I can get by that time a 2:45, and so that next year, thinking if by Disneyland I can get a 2:45, my goal is by the wine and dine to get a 2:30. So those are my realistic goals. Next, goal 3 is remembering to actually buy my my Run Disney photos. For the most part, PhotoPass is really, like Magic Maker and all them, they do a really good job on getting race pictures at like good spots and everything else. So the bad thing is they will delete your photos before you can buy them after 30 days. So I didn't realize this until at day 30 from my actual race day. So I go and I look back, and then my first 2 days in the parks were gone. So all my Magic Kingdom like park pictures and stuff, my 10K pictures were gone. So I just didn't feel like spending the $180 for the half marathon photos, where my 10K pictures were much better. 4, actually pacing and training right, so that I can actually afford to stop and take pictures with characters, because that's one of the biggest reasons you do these races. And because of my lack of speed and lack of training, I end up being so nervous and so wound up to take pictures with characters and wait in line, because some of them you can wait up to 20 minutes, and it sucks. But I want to actually be able to pace right so I can take pictures, because why am I spending all this money if I'm not going to go and do that? Yeah, it's cool to run around Disney, but, having the actual picture proof of me sitting there with Donald and stuff like that, that would be so much better. So I think that one's a big one. And then my last goal, number 5, would be to actually remember budgeting when I'm there. Because when I budget for these races, I always am like, all right, big thing, big picture, plane, hotel, food, park tickets, transportation, what am I doing? And then I end up always forgetting like an extra $150 for souvenirs. Or I forget and I'm like super like, oh no, I've budgeted down to this much and I can't spend any more than this because I gotta go back home and I still have like a week and a half of my check left and I gotta make sure everything in case for emergencies. So yeah, you know, living the normal 22-year-old life. I want to actually remember and get something fun. Like, remember to actually save enough and I can get all of my You Are Here Disney Starbucks mugs. Or, who knows, treat myself to a Dooney and Bourke. If you've not seen any of the Run Disney ones, they're kind of amazingly gorgeous. Just saying. But those are my goals. Oh, and my last one. Training obviously will kind of take care of the last two. Yeah, last two. My goal is to run 500 miles in 2017. And then my other goal is to get 23 medals for my 23rd year. You know, corny. And it's gonna, if I keep this up, it's gonna really hurt when I'm in my 40s. But, you know, and be super broke. But these are my goals. I would love to hear what you guys' goals are. You know, for those, I'm going to be posting this on the 1st. So I want to hear those, especially those dopey runners. If you don't know what the dopey challenge is, look it up. 2019, that'll be me. My first full marathon. That is the goal. That is your 5K, 10K, half marathon, and full marathon all in a row. So I applaud those crazies and I wish them all the best, especially my friends that I've met through the community who are doing it, and I wish them nothing but magic miles. For all those doing the Rebel Challenge in January, I hope to see lots of Leias, because it's sad news about Carrie Fisher. Those are the next 2 races in January. Super jealous of all the princess runners because it's Beauty and the Beast themed, and I kind of love Beauty and the Beast. But this year, my love of Belle as favorite princess has kind of been taken over by Ariel. Which makes me super happy that I did the Ariel run. But they weren't doing like super themed medals then, and now they are. So I'm like, dang it, why didn't you do this last year? But love to hear you guys' run goals. It doesn't have to be Run Disney. Mine, just this video kind of wanted to shape it as such. Let me know what you guys think. I really want to know and want to get you guys' feedback on stuff. You know, do you find it distracting when you see Ellie? Or endearing? Or do I ramble too much? Or say or any of that nature? Anyways, love to hear your opinion, and happy miles, guys. Bye.